Hello and welcome to Artificial Aviation. Today we're taking off. Well, at least I hope we are. Let's get started. So what's the exercise here? There's nothing like the thrill of taking flight. A training session dedicated to getting you off the ground. Well, hopefully at any rate. So I'm hoping we do this and not this or this. So let's see what we can do. Taxi into position on the runway. So we've done some taxiing. I know I can do that. Accelerate to 55 knots before pitching up to takeoff. Rotation. Maintain 75 knots while climbing to safety altitude. Does that say safety? God, my vision is awful. Altitude of 5,500 feet. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Okay, we're in the Cessna. I'm ready to go. Let's see what our kind instructor has to say to us today.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere.
Oh, I like that saying.
Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today.
Always take off into the wind. That's good advice.
Runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway, and to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We've done that. Nothing on the right, nothing on the left. Clear.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic.
That was nice that picked up in VR. Okay, we're going to taxi into position.
Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line.
Rudder.
Then stop your plane just after the number 21.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, let's slightly increase power. Parking brakes off. Okay, let's go. Oh, see, I'm doing it again. I'm using the yoke, not the rudder. Right, let's pull back on the power now. Because we don't want too much. We just want to get around this corner. Look left, look right again. We look clear. Coming up onto the runway. Let's head for the box. Do we have to go so far already? I think I need all the runway I can get. Right. Brake to stop. There we go. I want to put us in the middle of the box.
Excellent.
Parking brakes on.
Alright, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
As we go? Are you sure that's wise? Okay, my instructor has a death wish, so that sounds like fun. Let's give that a go. So I'm going to drop the parking brake.
Full throttle.
Full throttle all the way in.
Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Okay, 55 knots is what we're looking for. I've got both hands on the yoke. I've got trying to manage this with the rudders. That's difficult, but I'm getting it.
Good.
Okay, we're 60 knots already.
Now pull back on the yoke.
Okay, that did... Alright, we're up.
Pull back on the yoke and we're airborne.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let off of that now.
Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
Okay, so I'm actually managing my attitude to get to 75 knots, and we're climbing to 5,500 feet. I need to stay on a heading of 210, so I need to move the aircraft slightly. And now I'm not trimming here. See, I'm going a little bit too fast, so I'm going to pitch up a little bit to slow myself down. And we're about to hit 5,500.
Maintain.
There we go.
Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude.
Okay, we've reached that.
That was a nice takeoff.
Oh, apparently that was a nice takeoff. Alright, that's a respectable score for the first attempt. Where did we do well? Where did we... Oh, 50. Look at that. Align the aircraft in the center of the runway just after the 2-1 mark. We got spot on for that one. Check for runway traffic. Spot on for that. That was easy because we just looked left and right. That wasn't hard. Take off and maintain a speed of 75 knots while remaining aligned with the runway until reaching 5,500. We got 6,857 out of 8,000. I could probably do better than that. Do you know what? I could do with the practice, so let's do it again. This time, I feel like I'm a bit better equipped because I know what's going to happen now. So I know as we go full throttle, I need to manage the rudder pedals to make sure we stay online, which is important. Oh, should this shrubbery be here? Okay, so let's look right. Even though these random bushes are here now and I can't see anything. So in real life that would be extremely dangerous, I'm guessing. And if I look left, no one's coming in.
No cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position.
Right, so.
Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line.
Get a bit of
Then stop your plane
moving.
just after the number 21.
Okay, I'm going to do this like I did the taxiing exercise before. So we're just doing this with rudder pedals. What's going on? Why is it going that way? I didn't do that. Why is it lurching left? Right. That's not good. What? It's lurching right, and I'm not doing anything. Okay. Think I might have found a bug. We're gonna restart this one, methinks. Parking brake is off. What is it doing? What is it doing? Why is it doing that to me? It's insisting on lurching to the right. Excuse me while we take a look outside and see what's going on here. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Okay. Let's come out of that. And let's try that again. So let's try that again without the glitching. Okay, this time there is no dangerous shrubbery. So I'm going to go ahead and guess whatever happened, the sim had loaded up improperly, and that was causing me to violently lurch right. Another bug, Asobo.
21.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, my rudder's responding a lot more nicely now. Let's pull off that throttle because we don't want too much. I'm going to follow the line out. Looking left, looking right again, last minute, in case I need to make any evasive actions. Okay, so we've got the runway. We're going to follow this line in. And we're going to stop her gently in the box. Beautiful. Parking brake on.
Excellent. Alright, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Copy that. Full power, here we go. We're into full power.
Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
When we hit 55. 55. Rotating.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke.
Yeah. Got that already.
And we're airborne.
I want to get to 75
Line up the
knots.
top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
Faster to get that 75 knots we need. I'll be honest, I don't think I've done as well as last time. 75 knots, we have 2-1, we are climbing. Let's climb up through 55. I'm going to manage this with trim, I'm going to manage this manually. No, 75. To pass through 5500.
Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet. Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. That was a nice takeoff.
Yeah, that wasn't as good as last time. Do you know what? One more. I feel like one more. This is the lucky one, provided we don't get these. I wonder if we'll get the shrubbery this time. Oh, let's have a look. Come on, no bushes of... Oh, no. It's going to do it. So there's a clear bug in the simulator where if you do retry or restart, it brings you back, but it seems to have spawned these shrubs, and I'd be willing to bet
There's an old saying
dollars
I
to
like.
donuts it'll lurch
A mile
right.
of road will take you
So
a mile.
let's ignore what she's saying.
A mile of runway will take you anywhere.
Let's give it a full crack.
Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few
Yeah,
key
it's done it.
points
It's
to
done
remember.
it. It's just going to drag
First,
me right.
we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on
that's
a calm
horrible.
day like today. Second,
And
before we
back
enter
to
a
the menu.
runway, we always make sure it's...
Okay, so here on the tarmac, no glitches. That's exactly what we want. Fix this, Asobo. Fix this.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile.
A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Beautiful.
Excellent.
Right. Here we
All
go.
right, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Power is in.
Use your rudders
go
to stay on the
flying.
center line
Yep.
and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Doing that. Okay, we're at 55 now.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke.
There she goes. Right.
And we're airborne.
21 degrees.
Line up the top of your
75
instrument
knots.
panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon.
Right, we need a little bit
That'll
of
pitch us up
airspeed.
and set a good climb attitude.
So we're going to bring the nose down a
Focus
little
on
bit.
flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
Come on, baby. Come on. 75 knots. Pitch up. Get it to hold that. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh, I'm tempted to trim it, but I'll be honest. There's a lot going on here, and I'm just trying to manage the heading and the attitude. I'll get more confident with it the more I do, I think.
Maintain 75 knots and climb to...
Done
Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target
Wow.
altitude. That was a nice takeoff.
Speed. Yeah, that was my best yet, 885. It's really difficult to get that last little bit. 500, 1500, so those two are kind of gimmies. And then this one is the one. Where is it? I feel like that was good enough. Like I felt a lot more comfortable on that one. So, I think that's the end of that one. So what's coming up next? So takeoff and landing. We've done takeoff. So we did taxiing, we've done takeoff. Dead stick landing. Focus on yoke to land. Okay, cool. So in the next episode, we're going to focus on dead stick landing. If you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to stick a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more videos coming. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.